Okay. Wait. Okay, rolling sound, rolling camera, and wait. 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Okay, here we go. If I was to ask your best friend who Wandile is, what would they tell me? Wait. First, sorry, they put this in. Okay. Give your name and your age.
Wandile Zondo, I'm 28 years.
If I had to ask your best friend who you were, what would they tell me?
Well, I don't know, maybe adventurous guy.
What do they love about you?
I'm a hard worker and I kind of discipline everyone.
And what irritates them about you?
Moody.
How moody?
Can get very hectic if things get done.
Is that in a managerial capacity?
Yeah. Even on a PA level, where I kind of advise cats around you certain stuff. So I think it's just, a PA level.
What does it mean to be a young person living in South Africa today?
It means you have a whole lot of opportunities. You're free to do whatever you want to be, and a whole lot of resources. And I think the world just belongs to us.
One thing, just when you answer, you don't have to answer immediately. If I say, what does it mean to be a young person living in South Africa today? I'm just reading their question, so everything's consistent. But then just play it your own way. So rather than just answer, be like, to me, to be a young person today. And if there's something you don't like about the question, for argument's sake, you don't think it needs to be South Africa, it could be the world, then you can say, to me, to be a young person in the world is more like. Many say the fight for freedom ended in 94. Would you call yourself free in 2012?
In a certain way, I am free, but I think there is certain aspects of freedom that I think I haven't reached, and I think it also as a country, in terms of the standard of living, the gap between the have and the have-nots, it's still very big. So I think in terms of freedom, I really have a problem with that, and I think it's more of the economic freedom more than anything for the majority of the people. So yes, we do have freedom to access information, freedom to access a whole lot of stuff, but with certain freedom that we haven't really acquired.
Why do you run? What's your motivation for that?
I think to be Wandile is also to be a runner for me. It's just who I am, I think. It's something that I don't really need anyone to really push me. It's really up to me. So it's something that I do out of my own will. And it's where really I get to push myself and really put a whole lot of stuff in perspective. In terms of when I run, and it's where I get to spend time with myself and really work my mind in terms of pushing the boundaries. Because it's not really about running, it's really about staying healthy and staying active. But it's just that running has become the core of it. Because I play soccer. Even my program now, it involves a little bit of spinning, swimming, but it's just the core of everything is running. And for me, running is more like waking up and opening up your eyes. It's something that I need to do.
BlackBerry or iPhone, and why?
iPhone. BlackBerry is slow. We live in a digital era, information age, where you need to get information as quickly as possible. It takes a long time for BlackBerry And also I think with an iPhone, the design, practicality and design, I think they were able to balance that. And it's quite a slim phone. So I really think iPhone, and for years to come.
What's the best thing about being from Johannesburg? And in terms of Johannesburg, do you see Soweto as being part of the big idea?
I think, personally, I think, well, Joburg, Gauteng, you know, the city of gold, you know, it's where everyone come and chase their dreams, and some make it, some don't make it. And I think the biggest advantage of people from Soweto, they don't come and chase their dreams. You know, they create those dreams, the opportunities. They don't chase the opportunities. It's they are close to Joburg. So one way or the other, Joburg feeds off Soweto, and Soweto feeds off Joburg. You know, I think Soweto supplies the workforce for Joburg, and so it's more of a yin-yang relationship. You know.
And for you?
For me, wow, I think it's a space where I can make my dreams a reality and change the landscape, you know, through what I'm doing, and explore the same concrete jungle through running. So for me, it's more of a canvas where I paint, you know, and it's just my paintings, I think, are abstract in the sense that I just try to find opportunities and create stuff that would really have a positive influence on both Joburg and Soweto.
Then Mac or PC, and why?
Mac. Reason is you don't have to deal with viruses. And there's something special once you start using Mac, you never turn PC. There's that special thing in there, I don't know what is it, but once I started using Mac, PCs are boring. And somehow even I think Apple as a brand was able to balance the two most important things in design, the functionality and the good design. Because they always say there's good design and bad design. On both the designs are all around us, you know. But Apple was able to really balance that, you know, good design and functionality. So I think as a brand, they've done that very well, and they're consistent with it. You know, we'll see with the years to come, but for now it's Mac.
Yeah. How do you feel when you run?
Wow, it depends. You know, it's really sometimes intense, sometimes it's nice.
Sorry, can you kick it off? Say like when I'm running.
Yeah, when I'm running, sometimes it gets hard, sometimes it's easy, depending on what needs to be done. If you're doing a long run, you start enjoying it. As you go towards the end, it becomes hard because you're kind of pushing yourself, and that's where it really messes up with your mind, and that's where you really need to balance the two in terms of pushing yourself and saying that the body won't win. You know, it's the mind that's stronger than the body. So, and I think I also become in my own zone. Just that running is something special to me, you know, in terms of discipline, staying focused, because I know that if I've set the alarm at 5 o'clock, I need to wake up running, I need to do that. I don't need a coach, I don't need anyone. It's me and running and the concrete jungle, you know, the streets of Soweto. It's just that. It's what I want to do.
Sandton or Soweto?
Wow, Soweto. It's where I was born. It's where I get a whole lot of inspiration. That's where Thesis Concept Store is. That's where I work, and that's where I want to have an impact on the young people in terms of inspiring them, changing their lives. You know, so Soweto feeds off me and I feed off Soweto. So I think it's a natural connection.
What are your predictions for the future of South Africa?
I predict a very bright future for this country. It's an awesome country. Still, for me, and we're still young as a democracy, and we just need to build on the capacity of leadership, you know, in terms of people who lead us, not cadre deployment. That's what's happening. But we need thinkers, educated people, and I think we go into that direction, you know. I think we're far off from a dictatorship, and the economy is stable, and there's so much stuff positive that's happening with this country, and you can only see the future being bright and positive through the positive stuff that's happening now, you know. And I always say this again, is that for every revolution, there will always be victims. So for whatever change that's happening, there will be victims. It's just that it shouldn't be human lives. I think that's where the balance is. Even poverty. So I think the future of this country, it's in the youth and the spirit of Ubuntu.
If you were president, what would you change and why? And what would be, just off the top of your head, your top 3 priorities?
For every person who finishes matric, they'll have to go through military. After matric, that will be the first thing. And then I'll have just do a 100-year plan, long-term thinking, and employ more graduates than comrades.